And welcome everyone to the stunning, or potentially stunning, final game of the matchup between DogSlinger and Unica. So this matchup is of course in the MSL Code A SemiFinals, and we are once again on Derelict Watcher. I believe this was DogSlinger's choice of map, as this was one of the maps that he did well on previously, and he's hoping for a repeat performance. He went up a very quick 2-0 in this tournament, at least in this matchup, and then has quickly fallen back to a 2-2. So now we are at match point. This is a best of one. Better pylon placement than the first time. I applaud you silently here in the silence of my room. We do have, once again, his opponent, Unica, down here as the pink Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner. It's actually the same exact placement. And DogSlinger is, of course, the red Protoss up here in the top right. Checking to see if there's going to be any sort of craziness going on. So what tends to happen generally as you get into tighter and tighter games, you end up seeing different things that you might not generally see. You see things like crazy aggression or crazy cheeses that you would not generally expect to see. So generally, in a big set of 5 games, the first games, you can try something. You generally want to play longer games, or you see the other people to go the flip side and then do something that, like, hey, it's got 5 games. If I lose this one, whatever, but I might win really quick with this crazy cheese. The same kind of thing happens once you get to the very end. In the middle, you kind of just play standard. At the very ends, you either play crazy. So we could see some extreme aggression out from someone. Or we could see a very long macro-oriented game, depending on the mentality of these two players. It's got to be a little bit draining for an excellent surround, some mining time lost there a little bit, but a good call there. I don't believe that Unica, in fact, did see that second gas. This is a very early second gas as well. You're going to see that Cyber Core going down a little bit late, but you will have substantially more gas. This pool and gas, very similar to what we've seen before. In fact, I do believe Unica has done the same exact build every single game. Once again, generally in the lower levels of play, like I would say somewhere below either Diamond or Platinum, generally your best bet in terms of winning is to choose a build and stick with it, at least for one build for every matchup, or potentially one that works for all matchups, especially in the beginning and the lower ones like Bronze and Silver. And actually just stick with that, because depth of skill in one build will beat breadth of skill with relative lack of depth almost every single time. So having a build where everything's super crisp, like as soon as your spawning pool finishes, you have enough time for enough Vespin for speed. As soon as your Cyber Core finishes, you have enough gas for Warp Gate. Things like that. It does look like we're probably going to see another 4-gate out of this Protoss player, DogSlinger. He's going to be much closer than he was last time. Last time the proxy pylon was all the way over here, and I don't believe that his opponent has scouted this yet. He does see the pylon going down, but it's coming down from the other direction. He might assume that that is in fact where the proxy pylon is. We do have a 4th gate on the way. Wow, this could go very well. He's probably going to chrono boost Warp Gate one more time. He needs to do another pylon or 2 to have enough available headroom of supply to be able to actually warp in any of his units. Also, there's only been 1 unit made this entire time. It is now popping out right now. He's going to throw down a 5th gate. You can't actually do this if you've executed everything perfectly crisply. A 4-gate as in and of itself already you can't pay for more than 1, or it's more like 2 or 3 warp-in cycles. Okay, but here come all of the warp gates. They're coming online. He has enough supply headroom. What is his opponent? His opponent has done 12 lings. Speed is almost done, which will help make defending this very much easier. He's warp building at right about the exact right time. In terms of the unit count, we do have 28 to 28. This could be a very exciting opening. Again, we do have the Stalkers, all the Stalkers here. They should be able to kite against this a little bit. Good pickoff on the on the creep tumor there, but now he's going to get a little bit surrounded. He's going to get picked off, I think, one by one by these speedlings. There's no reinforcements here. He needs to get lots and lots of zealots. Stalkers are not good against zealots. These zealots need to come in and help save their stalker brethren, but it looks like this is going to be cleaned up by Unica very handily. Excellent defense there. He did not scout the fact that this was a 4-gate, but this is something the DogSlinger has done more than once. And DogSlinger, you really can't go in there until you have additional zealots. And it's, potentially even sentries. You have a lot of gas that's just sitting around doing nothing. That could help zone out those Zerglings. And once again, more Stalkers. Stalkers are not very good against against Zerglings at all. You really need to have those Zealots in there to help tank damage. Yeah, I think this is going to go very one-sided. Unica's doing an excellent job. The creep spread, the placement of the spore crawler or the spine crawlers, the queen down here to help defend. And it looks like this is going to get cleaned up, and DogSlinger is going to go down to a very quick disadvantage. And it looks like DogSlinger not wanting to play it all the way there, and throwing down the good game to his opponent, Unica. So despite going up a very quick 2-0 lead in this best of 5, Unica was able to hold out 2 different 4-gates and successfully came back and took this. And so congratulations. He will move on into the finals. And DogSlinger, good luck in the losers bracket, and hopefully both of you quite enjoy these casts. I put my heart and soul into them. Share them with all of your friends. Tell the world, and maybe some point in time I will be able to eventually afford Heart of the Swarm. So thanks everyone for watching, and once again, if you like it, thumbs up, comment, do something. Anyway, this is Logan from another Logan Community Starcraft event, signing off.